Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Brush Up. I'm Pulit. Today, we're going to be exploring Paris and get all the colors that we want. As usual, we only have four colors that we are going to be working with. Some people has already told me that the subject today is a little bit intimidating, a bit complicated. But like I said, if you can write A, yeah, I think you can do this. Yeah. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do it horizontal. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my canvas. Let me have a look at this. Are we all ready? Okay, so this is where we're gonna be starting.
Horizontal, no?
Horizontal, yeah. So I mean, you can do vertical if you want. The format is really up to us lah. Huh? So the normal thing that we will do, just to establish your boundaries and what you're going to be painting today. I'm going to use blue as usual. It can be red or it can be any other color. It doesn't matter. Okay, the first thing we need to establish is the main areas. Yeah. So we're going to write a big fat A, and just remember, this thing is curving as you go to the bottom. Yeah. Not perfect. It's okay. You're going to write big A. A little bit towards the right hand side, so that you get a bit more space on the left. Okay, simple. Okay, if you want to do a little bit more than that, you're welcome to do. This A has got a little bit of side view. Doesn't have to be perfect. And you're gonna have, I think somewhere here in the middle, you're gonna have one level. So I think writing this A shape thing isn't that difficult. So we're gonna do a rough sketch here. And the second level is here. All right. So this is what you're going to be doing basically. You want a little bit more detail you can. It's still a big A. All right. Okay. So you're going to have a curve here. So we've just done Eiffel Tower. That's a hard work done. Is everybody okay? Now we're going to put the small brush away. Please soak it in water. And we can start. Is everybody all right? Okay, now I'm going to start with, today I think I may just want to use the small brush all the way, simply because the textures, yeah. We are trying to create textures here today. So there will be a lot of, what do you call that, dabbing, yeah. We're going to start off with blue. And you can actually just go dabbing. The technique here is a little bit different today. So you can actually have mix a bit of white as you go along. Yeah, so you can have different shades of the same blue. So it's actually blue, white. Then we forget the land first, yeah. So we just look at first. The usual stuff, we are painting from back to front. That means the things that are furthest away, that will be your sky and the cloud. And you can also add, yeah, little bit of red to make some purple, so that your sky isn't one color. It's actually a mixture of a few colors. I didn't hear anybody complaining, so I think we're on track, right? Not too fast. So we're going to be painting. I think as it goes towards the tower, we can make it a little bit lighter. Yeah, but for the time being, we're still doing background. Let's try this first. Yeah.
Sorry, it's light blue and red, is it?
Light blue and red. Yeah. Light blue means basically some towards the as you go towards the tower, you can add a little bit more white.
Okay.
Yep. So you realize that we're not mixing the color thoroughly, because we are basically mixing the color on the canvas. Because the colors will be changing as you go down. Yeah. Now we're gonna add a little bit more purplish red. The idea is to give you a lot of textures, so that your sky is not one smooth color. It's got a lot of texture. This particular painting has got lots of textures. So you have a lot of brush strokes. Aru, your color may be a little bit different, but it's okay. We can accept a different color for your springtime.
Yeah, because I don't have the sky blue.
Yeah.
Mine is ultramarine.
It's okay.
It
But
becomes
actually,
purplish.
pardon?
It becomes purplish if too much red.
Yeah. So you can reduce the rate. So for Paru, you don't add red to your ultramarine already, because your ultramarine has already got red in there.
Okay.
So we try and keep it outside the drawing of your tower. But it's interesting to see what color comes out from there, yeah, when you mix it that way. But the idea is still the same. We are painting from back to front. Usually, I have this group of kids from Pure Life Society painting along, but today they have another event. If you have kids in the house, you might want to get them involved also. If they are sitting there just watching you, get them a canvas, get them some paint. They can actually paint along.
Okay, she's doing, but in color pencil.
I'm doing in color pencil.
That's okay. It doesn't have to be a paint all the way, but you can use color pencil. But if you can, you might want to try. If your mommy allows you, try using brush and paint. Yeah, it's nice. I think to get the kids involved when they're young and they want to play colors. And sometimes the kids can actually they actually enjoy playing with the colors quite a fair bit. That is one way to keep them from painting on their wall. So I'm just going over to the right hand side of the tower right now. So we are doing the background. So color pencils, you can actually more or less follow the same system. Just get your A shape done, and then you paint your background. I'm going to just add some blue here because later this area is going to be covered by your leaves, so you won't be seeing too much blue on the right hand side. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Okay, so we have quite quickly we've done the sky with a lot of textures. just going to lighten up some of it. So this is a time when you can actually play with colors. You know, with acrylics and thick paints like this, you can always adjust your color, correct any kind of mistakes. Color pencil may be a little bit more difficult, but color pencil you've got to be a little bit more careful, I guess. So we got an A shape almost done. See, we are quite fast today. I will add a few more blues here on the right. Playing with this. So if you're in spring in temperate countries, that's you see a lot of colors like this. And the Westerners, they love to take out the easels on spring mornings to paint, but can be quite cold, yeah. We used to do this when I was in Toronto. In spring, they like to get us out of the house and we go outdoor painting. But you have to wear gloves, and I tell you, when you paint with gloves, it's not so much fun. We in Malaysia, we can do all that, no problem at all. So sometimes you deal with weather. In Malaysia, the only thing you worry about is whether it's going to be very hot or not. Okay, I'm going to mix a little bit of purple, not too strong, so I can have some purple, lots of colors. You know, I just wanted to point out to you, yeah. Canvas, if you buy it from the shops, I think sometimes the usual price is about $25 to $26. For some of the kids in Pure Life Society, you know what they are doing? We're going to use we use sometimes canvas. When they run out of canvas, you know what they do? They actually take carton boxes. I don't know whether you've seen those. If you buy drinks and all that, you have actually carton boxes. You can cut them up. You can actually paint on them. So you don't really need canvas all the way. Okay, so I have done roughly purplish, bluish background with a little bit of white closer to the tower. What I'm going to do is just to put in a little bit of a warm color. This is actually all cool color. I'm going to add some warm colors here before we do the tower. The warm color consists of maybe, I'm not washing my brush. I'm just going to add some red. Yellow and red is actually quite a warm color. I'm just going to put in some warm color and mix it up so I can actually blend in this side as well. But there's a lot of warm colors here. I'm going to just paint it under the and I can actually extend a little bit of the warm colors. We're going to add a bit of yellow of course to the left hand side as well. So there's a lot of dabbing. So the idea is we are creating a lot of textures here today. Okay, this is basically red, yellow, and a little bit of blue. So it turns a bit brownish. That's okay for the time being. We can add more yellow. You can see the range of colors you can get. And I can add some yellow here. I believe the yellows would be the leaves, because this time there are many flowers coming out, many leaves coming out. paint some yellow. So it doesn't matter if your yellow color overlaps the tower at the moment, it's okay. So we just wanted a whole range of colors behind. And if you want the brownish look, yeah, for this area, what you can do is just add yellow. Make sure your brush doesn't have blue, so it gets a little bit more orangey. This get is a bit more orangey as opposed to this one. This one has got a bit of a blue. So you gotta play with colors for the time being. So we have lots of colors right now. I'm just going to add more colors now here. Can be orange. At the moment, I'm not using white, but I'm just putting some base color. I call this my broad strokes at the moment. So we're just establishing colors. I'm going to let it dry a bit. After that, I'm going to add more, slightly more white to the mix. And there are some yellow. I can overlap this a bit. Okay. So this area looks a bit brownish. I'm going to let it dry a little bit first, yeah. Then you're going to add yellow, but this time with a little bit of white. You can lighten the shade a bit. See? So when you paint the light color over the dark color, try not to cover everything that you painted before. Leave a bit of the dark color behind. Usually, I'll just put it towards the top left. See, like here. Okay, I'll add a bit more yellow, and mix a bit of white, and I'm going to add to this. So I repeat this. Just remember, what we are not trying to do is we are not trying to copy exactly what your picture shows. You're adding in some of your own inputs here. You notice that once you put in the blue background, purplish background, and you put orange on top of that, and you don't paint, you don't cover every inch, yeah. You can see through the gaps, yeah. You can see the blue. So we're gonna see this. All right, yeah. We're getting some autumn, not autumn, spring colors. So you have a rough A shape here. All right. Let's bring out a bit more color from the yellow orange background. I'm gonna mix yellow and red without the blue. So it's colorful. How old is a young kid just now who was actually painting, who was actually using color pencil?
It's about 7,
7. Okay, it's a good time to get them involved.
almost 7.
Yeah, because they're always very curious about what you do, so it's always good. Get them, either you get them a canvas or just get them a box board. Yeah, they can paint on the box board. They have a good
I'm
time. Yeah.
doing on paper.
You do it on paper today. Next time, ask your mommy, get you either a canvas or get you a what do you call that, box board. Cut it out. You carton box. Carton box you can use. You can use just.
You do it again.
Yeah, it'll be quite fun one. Actually, when you play the colors on box board, carton box and all that. That's what we always do. For some of the craft, we do with we were doing this in Lembah Subang in Subang Jaya. The kids normally cannot afford to buy canvas, so we tell them we get you all the what do you call that, carton boxes. So I mean the only difference is start off brown color, So but you paint over it. It doesn't matter what color is your base. So at the end they come out with something very nice. Yeah. So you can afford to play with your colors and don't feel that so expensive. Actually, it's expensive, but $25 per board. Yeah. But if you use carton box, it's like practically free. All you do is just get your paint. Yeah, for small kids, I tell you, you'll be amazed the kind of things that they can come up with. Just by playing with the colors. So you are also encouraging them to just express themselves. I mean, it doesn't have to be a realistic painting. It can be just anything they like to play with. Yeah. So you notice now I'm just dabbling yellow here and there. Woo, and that's only using color pencil and you woo already. Wait till you use paint. But don't go and paint on the wall. Don't paint on the curtain. Your mommy will come at you. So I'm also using a bit of yellow and white here, so I can overlap the blue. There will be a lot of overlapping, so that's a difference. Your color pencil may take a while to cover the whole area. Okay, I'm going to add more yellow and white, to this area, so that the yellow stands out. I also want to point out to you, yellow tends to, they call it bleed. The dark color tend to come out after a while, so you have to maybe apply a few times when you're dealing yellow. All right, see, now we got nice sky. I'm going to add a bit of white. I'm going to give you 1 or 2 minutes. We finish up this background first. Then we can start doing your Eiffel Tower. That will be interesting. You may want to use the thin brush, but I think maybe not yet. Let's get the dark color done first. Like everything else, we start off maybe with a dark base, and after that we add in highlights. That's how your tower is going to come up. So I'm just playing with colors here. Okay, there we go. See? Okay, so now you have blue skies, yellow leaves. Okay, after this, we're going to start painting the shape for your tower. And like I say, it's an A shape, so it's not going to be that difficult. But you need to change your brush now, yeah. The red leaves over on the right hand side will be the last things that we're going to do. Okay, so we are going to actually move over to the owl right now. In the bit, yeah. We're going to use this small brush. This one, the first one that we use to draw. Only difference now, yeah, is you need to actually use red and blue so that it becomes a bit purplish. I need some dark colors for the time being. Red and blue. Okay, I'm going to start painting in the shape, yeah. I'm going to paint a dark color first. At the moment, don't worry too much about the detail. Just this first, dark color first. And the paint is not fully dry, so it drags out the old paint along. It's okay. All right, let's do this, yeah. Dark color first. If I'm going too fast for you, you must tell me, you know, because I can be too fast sometimes. Because that's the nature of what I do. Sometimes I usually have deadlines I meet and I do very fast work. But I hope I've kept things a little bit simple for you so that it's easy for you to follow. Okay, so we're going to do quite a thick as layer 1.
Then what do you what do you use for the dark colors?
The dark color is just basically red and blue, so it becomes purple. Purple is quite dark, yeah. Don't add yellow because then it becomes brown. So it's actually just blue and red gets purple, and I always said we never use black here, so we save one process. So you got this, you got this. Now I want to paint basically actually at the moment just painting background, yeah, so that you can actually paint the highlights in. So it's actually just like that. Continue. This whole thing can be one big A. You are just painting the dark color at the moment. It doesn't have to be very well mixed as long as it's dark color. This is what we're doing right now. So it's one giant A. So it's bluish red, purplish. So it doesn't have to be the same color throughout. Long as it's dark color, this is what you want at the moment. Okay. So it doesn't matter even if it mixes with the background color at the moment, it doesn't matter. All I want is a dark patch here. So you're writing this A with a nice curve at the bottom, that's all. All right, big fat A. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, yeah, as you go along, please remember to take pictures, yeah, of your progress. So it's a big fat A. Here goes. And we can do the same thing on the right hand side. Okay, we are not going to spend a lot of time on the right hand side except maybe here. Because you're going to have a lot of red over it, yeah. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. But you still need that, yeah. You still need it. Okay. So in the end, you're going to end up with every one of you having a different Eiffel Tower, but it's okay. So we're going to do this. Okay. There we go. A shape. I saw a video of Eiffel Tower opening up again, yeah, for the spring. I think today they just open up. They have a lot of fireworks, not fireworks, those are lights on the tower. Most likely last night. Last night is now lah. Now it's actually happening now in Paris. They have a lot of light show on the Eiffel Tower. Okay. I just round this off and then we can take a break, have a look at what we have done. So you realize that this is a very dark surface, and your background, because this is quite dark, your background looks quite light. But that is the whole idea at the moment. You want to make your Eiffel Tower a bit dark. Because after this, yeah, we're going to add in things like highlights to your, we call those steel girdles. Let me just finish up this, and we can take a break. All right. So for dark color, purple. Right. Giant A. So as long as you have generally one A-shaped structure like this, you're quite safe. All right. I'm going to do the middle part. So there's this level. I'm going to paint this dark anyway. Your A shape is coming out. A tower number 2, this second level. So you have your Eiffel Tower, and of course a little bit of extension here because of the floor. This part same thing. Okay. This part we're going to cover with this, so we're not going to see very much. So all you have right now is this. All right, now we're going to do this arch. Here, actually, I gonna leave some of the holes, or maybe I just fill up. I can just cover this. These are all steel girdles. All right, there you go. But these are actually just a very dark area. I'm gonna make this a bit wider. So when you're using a smaller brush, of course, you can get more detail. Okay, there you go. All right, I'm going to just switch to gallery view. How's everybody? Betsy, you are just smiling or what? Frozen.
I'm struggling
Struggling. Okay, okay.
very fast.
I'm going to give you guys a few minutes. Yeah, your A shape. A shape will take a while. So concentrate on the A shape. So basically, this is what you're looking at right now. What you should be getting something like this, lah. Something like this. Yeah. A shape. So as long as you get a big A, yeah, fine. You don't have to be perfect. Yeah, this is what you're getting at the moment. And take a picture. Smile. How's a 7-year-old girl? Lynette. Oh, and she's done it in pencil. Look at that. Wow, okay. You've done very well with pencil. See? Okay. So you're catching up very fast with your mommy. Now next week you graduate to using paint. Yeah, was that fun?
Yes.
And she did it very fast, oh.
Yeah, she likes.
Yeah, it's nice to get her to try and sit next to you. Yeah, quite easy to follow. That's why I say even the kids can do it, but we're going to make it easy so even the adults can do it. Okay, so we got something like this. Okay, the next stage, your pencil may be a bit difficult to do, but for the time being, this is what we got. Yeah, I'm going to spotlight this again. Where is trim video, stop video, at least? Okay, there you go. You got one big Eiffel Tower there. Okay, I'm going to give you a few minutes, Maybe, let me see. Time. Okay. And in fact, this area, if I can make it darker, even better. At the moment, it's probably too blue here. I want to make it darker. Let me add more red. If it's not dark enough, it's probably just add more red. So it becomes like here. This area a bit too light. I'm going to mess it up a bit. It's okay. So I get a darker shade. The idea is to make things a bit darker so that easier for you to cover up afterwards. Okay. So you got this. So the difficult part would be when you start drawing in the lines, yeah. That's when you learn to maybe control your brush, number one. Number two, you may have to use a little bit of water because your dry brush is a bit difficult to apply when you're doing detailing. Okay. Are you okay now?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. That's very good. I'm going to use maybe we try to use this brush. But now, yeah, what I need you to do is to, I think, give it a minute, maybe let it dry a bit. Okay. What I want to do is right now you got this dark shape here. The steel girdle itself has got a few variant color. So I'm going to just add a little bit more detail to this area, but I'm going to use a little bit of white, yeah. Just to show you. But for here, you might need a bit of water, but not too much water. All right. So I'm just mixing again purple, yeah, blue and red, but I'm adding a bit of water so that the brush, yeah, I can maybe add a bit of white. Just give me a minute, yeah. Because if you don't use water, it's not going to flow very nicely. Add a little bit of water. I'm going to add a little bit of water. I show you, water. I got water here. Little bit only. So I'm only using a little bit, not too much, because then it becomes very runny. Okay, I'm just going to use this small brush, and for situations like this, sometimes I just go slow. I try and keep it parallel to the to this. Okay, so slightly lighter shade. I'm just trying to create depth. And I'm just gonna add girdles. These are like this is actually your purple and red. I mean red and blue. Add a little bit of white, not too much white, so that it's slightly lighter than this. All right. I'm just adding variant colors, just a little bit more depth to the painting.
I think I make it.
It still looks dark, but it's a bit lighter than here. Just adding a bit of white, yeah. So you have a bit of purple, and I'm trying to also like this area on the left hand side. I'm trying to make it a little bit lighter. That is on the left, yeah. Slightly lighter. These are just detailing a little bit.
Now for the highlights. Use your
Just a bit of highlight.
or that, you know.
For pencil, may be a bit difficult to build highlights. So unless you use maybe brush with a pen. So I am adding a little bit of water so that it's a bit easier to pull the lines. So in a way, I'm actually making this on the left hand side, yeah, a little bit lighter, something like highlight, yeah. You're quite right. It's something like white highlight, yeah? This area a bit lighter. Add a bit of white. So one thin layer here. If you can make it thin, it becomes a little bit thicker as you go towards the base. you're still retaining your A shape, by the way. So can see on the right, on the left, sorry. Give you 2 minutes. Do that. All right. Are we okay? The next one, yeah. We have done the highlight for the left of the Eiffel Tower. Now we're going to go to the front. The front is basically A shape here. What we will do is we're going to use we're going to mix a color that's made up of orangey. We're going to be using this brush anyway. All right. Okay, I'm going to mix. Yeah, you've got to mix quite a fair bit. It's orangey. Yellow and red, so it gets a bit orangey. And mix a little bit of water, add a bit of water so that easy to flow. And use this small brush, yeah. Use this small brush. Okay, what I want you to remember is to try and do it this way, yeah. First and foremost, I'm going to cross the A first, yeah. Left to right from here, the top of this line, left to right, slowly, left to right. There. We may have to add one more layer later, but for now, I'm going to do 2 lines here. Left to right. And the same thing applies here. Here you're going to do a bit slow, left to right. That's all. So you can see a bit there. The color will fade off because we added too much water. So, but that one basically gives you an idea where it's going to be. And also because of the lighting, you can't see clearly. Okay. If you want it to be a bit clearer, we have to add a bit of white. Hang on, yeah, but not too much. Orangey color. I think I add some white so that you can see clearer. Not too much white, just enough for you to see. Because without white, it's going to be a bit difficult to show. Okay, I hope you can see clearly. You can't see it really clearly. 2 lines here, and try and separate it so there is a line in between. Clearer? Is it clearer? Okay, so we got line number 1. I'm going to take you down to line number 2, which is actually here. Left to right. You want to follow the thickness. Okay, we got this one can be a bit thicker. So you have to go a few times here. So just now you already got the dark color. So now you're actually putting just the highlights. Right. There will be detailing you can do later, but for now, let's get the basic shapes done. So this is one. So you have to add yellow, red, and a little bit of white. Otherwise, it's not going to show very much. Yeah? Okay, that's one. The second one is a little bit lower, somewhere here. So when you do it this way, it's a little bit simpler. But the effects can be quite immediate. Yeah. This one is quite thick. Same thickness as this one. Yeah. Okay. There's one, two. There you go. Is everybody okay? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. There's a big gap here. There's a gap here. All right. So remember your A shape. Huh? Okay. Now let me take you to the next stage. Yeah? You're going to be doing 2 lines here. All the way now. Follow the shape. Huh? Follow the shape. But it has to be somewhere here. We are not doing the outside line. Yeah? We're doing the line that's inside here. Let me just show you. Yeah. The same color, orange, yellow, yellow, red, orange, and a little bit of white so that it helps you to get the colors out. Not too much white, yeah? All right. So now we are going to just follow this line all the way down. Okay, I just show you this, yeah? Slowly, slowly. Add a bit of water if you need to, but again, it's a very delicate balance. You add too much water, you can't see your color. Add a bit of water so your line can flow.
The paint is still wet, so it just, the real color doesn't come out.
Okay. Maybe your base color blue should be dry by now, you know. Yes, earlier on we did use water. Now you are using water because your lines are very thin. It's okay, you may have to go once or twice. Yeah? It takes off. So it's just a thin line, just using this. So we are basically lining up the edges, yeah. So we're basically lining up the edges at the moment. Same thing here. It goes all the way down. This is actually the structure of your Eiffel Tower. When you look at it this way, it's a little bit simpler. So basically, it's just to outline the shape of your structure, and it goes all the way up to here. So these 2 lines are actually for this area. This area don't touch on the left, yeah. You might have to go one more layer later, but for now, I think this is what we're going to be doing. When I line it up like this, you can see the shadows a bit. Okay, now the tricky part is here on the right. Yeah, I'm going to shift. You realize that the thickness is only here to here. Just watch me. Don't watch me. We are going to go from here, not from the sides. We're going to go from here. It's shifted towards the right, so that there's this space here. Same like here, these two. So I'm going to start this line from here, not here. It's here. And same thing here. You're going to start from here. Okay. And I stop just before I reach the line. And I continue down. So this one is actually one straight line all the way down. And it's offset, it's shifted towards the right. This area, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the right-hand side because it's going to be covered. Okay. So you should have something that looks like this right now. And these lines, you may have to go over one more time because usually it fades off. Especially when they add a lot of water, so it's not so clean. So you have a big A. Here we go. Are we okay? I'm adding a bit more white to the mix so that we can see clearly. All right. So we have and sometimes when you're using brush like this, you can actually rotate the brush as you go left to right. Because sometimes the flow doesn't come out very good, so you just rotate the brush so that your lines are a lot clearer. I am adding a little bit more white to the orange color so that you can see the lines a bit clearer. Your small brush takes a little bit more handling, so it's a bit. So I'm basically going over the colors again, but with a lighter color, so that you can see clearer. Okay, I'm going to go over here. This arch here. I'm leaving the bottom part a bit dark so that you can see a dark line below the. I will add a bit more detail here later. For now, this is what we're gonna do, an arch. So you should have something like this right now, V shape. Is everybody fine? No sound. Okay. I'm going to mix a little bit more of this same color. Yellow, red, so it's orange. Okay, I need a little bit of white so that it comes out against the opaque background. All right. Okay, here what we are going to do right now, yeah, we're going to divide this, yeah, into little boxes, yeah, both left and right. So what we do, try and make your brush as thin as possible. That means we're going to add water. Between here and here, halfway mark is left to right. Okay, one. So we divide, yeah. Left to right, thin lines like this. So we have divided this into 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do the same thing at the bottom, yeah. So left to right. Left to right. These are the steel girdles. Left to right. Left to right. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as you show a suggestion that the line is going left to right, yeah. And the same thing applies here. Left to right. So you can see the lines are not very clear, but it's okay because when you have thin lines, sometimes you cannot see, but we will highlight that as we go along. Okay, we are going to try this, yeah. You have actually, if you have actually done your boxes, you can actually, next thing to do is to cross them. And see the cross? Not very clear, so I have to make maybe a little bit of, add more white so you can see. So you have to do a bit of balancing act, yeah? Too white cannot. We're going to cross this. So the moment you do a cross, you can see that it looks more like the Eiffel Tower, right? I'm crossing all this right now. So I'm just crossing this. So all those little boxes, you can cross them. So sometimes the brush may not be thin enough, so you need to go a bit slower. So we should have the tower by now. You see, like highlights like this later on, you can add more if you want at home. But basically, the idea is just to cross them so that they look like Steel girdle. There's actually another line right in the center. But I'll let you finish this first. Okay. Okay, we have to do this part, yeah, the arch. The arch is actually quite simple. We have to actually draw lines that goes. There's actually a vanishing point. It's a V-shaped thing. Starting from here, center. You can do it vertical, or you can do it like it's actually. So it's basically like they are coming from one point here. So you have something that looks like this. All right. You see, like for instance, this whole row here, the lines are a lot more fine. What you can do, you can subdivide. Again, using the same color. Okay, we can always start off with I gotta divide this into two. Let me show you how you can do it. Yeah? So we can cross. What's happening is these two rows basically has got finer lines. So what we do is we just have to cross them out. Like this. Smaller. You see here, it's a simple thing of actually just adding one more line. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. But the basic idea is still the same. You basically cross it first. You can add as many lines as you want later, yeah, but basically this is the idea. Divide, but it only affects this area, yeah. So you get more lines here suddenly. But you still do the same thing. You cross the big one, then after that you subdivide. Basically, just subdividing. This and this is actually the same thing. There's always a middle cross. Then after that you add 1, 2, 3 more lines. That's all. So you get it final. The same thing applies for here. You have to cross it first. Let me just show you how you cross it. All right, cross it. Cross it. And this one, because it's smaller now, this part, yeah. So you just need to cross one time. So you got that. See? Okay. I hope you understand this part, yeah? We need to do crosses, all right? So that you get a steel fabrication kind of feeling, basically. The reason why I say we don't want to spend a lot of time on the tower on the right is simply because you have this tree here, which I'm going to take you through, yeah, in the short while. All right. So I'm assuming you can handle this part, yeah. This one actually you can actually add on later because you already got your background done. What we need to do is we need to put a tree here. All right. And I'm going to have to take you away from the tower for a while because your basic shape is all there. It's only a matter of detailing, right? The tree, we're going to do the almost the same effect as here, but we're going to do it with smaller brush. Okay, just watch, yeah. I'm going to use a lot of the purple again, yeah. We will add more detail here if we have time, but at the moment, I'm going to take you through the leaves on the right hand side. We're going to use this brush. Okay. If you like, I think if you like, if you want to actually use the middle brush for the time being, so you can cover more area. The thin brush is for detailing. At the moment, we're not doing detailing. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to use purple again. Yeah. Purple means blue and red. No white. Yeah. At the moment. So that is something dark. Okay, I'm just showing you. The reason why I want to take you to the tree so that you don't spend a lot of time doing this part because it's going to be covered. I'm going to use the medium brush for you to actually add in tree. And trees usually we start off almost the same way as we are doing for the clouds. Okay, but what you're trying to do here is we are trying to just create leaves, yeah. And this is one very good way to create leaves. That's why I don't spend a lot of time on the table. All right. Yeah. So when I add in the leaves like this, it's gonna cover most of it. So don't spend time on this part of the hour. So I'm gonna just use this as leaves. So when you do leaves, okay, when you do leaves, just bear in mind that you use your brush to create textures of leaves. And leaves are basically just lots of things floating in the air. Okay, I can float over the tower. Okay, the branches and all that you can add later. But what you want to do at the moment is to create something that is dark that overlaps your tower. Watch, and basically also to spare you from having to spend a lot of time on the tower. I'm just adding in dark color. It can be reddish, it can be purplish, yeah, but basically what I'm doing is something quite dark. I'm overlapping this, yeah, by the way. I can overlap until here. I've simplified the tower a little bit so that it's easier. Okay, I have left certain areas, you can see holes right through to the white, yeah. That's intentional. So suddenly I have something that looks like this. So this part is basically purplish red. Okay, after I'm going to add, we will be adding more pinkish color afterwards. But for now, okay, I'm going to make something that's quite dark. This will be your trick. So you notice there's a lot of white gaps in between. Yeah? That's intentional. So we want to create a sense of you see through the tree is not solid. So basically that's what we have at the moment. You can do branches later if you want, but that detailing. But for now, like I say, I'm just giving you the broad strokes. So it's good to actually overlap, but don't cover everything, you know. So make sure that you have the gaps showing through so that it looks like the tree can actually extend to about here. I'm using a very dark red at the moment, so this is just broad strokes. So you get a sense of the tree overlapping the tower. So all these little holes and all that, leave it there so that we can actually show that. All right. So suddenly you have this this very colorful tree in the foreground that's quite dark. The tower itself can be very detailed. At the moment, I've just put in some rough suggestions of texture. The texture is actually just a steel girders, but that one will take you a long time to do. So don't spend too much time on this because you can do it later, yeah? Okay, so I got something that's quite dark. So you have this very big tree in the foreground. There you go. So it's actually very dark, bluish, purplish in the foreground. These are what I call the broad strokes for the time being. And for those who want to do a little bit more, let me just add this. Okay, I'm going to take you to. So this part quite quickly we've actually roughed out the shape. So you're getting a look of the tower here. What I want to do is to actually let you do this lamp, yeah. This lamp is mainly if you have very steady hands. If not, you got to use ruler. Okay. This lamp is just a very straightforward straight line. Okay. I'm going to use this blue and red again just to establish the shape. Take a look here. Okay, all you need is a very straight line. Yeah? Let's see. If your hand is very steady, it's very good. If you're not steady, you can use a ruler. Yes, my hand not so steady, so I'm going to use a ruler. Hang on. Where's my ruler? Oh, we got something like this. Okay, I don't have a ruler. I'm not a cheat, yeah. I'll just show you how I do straight line. You only need this, yeah, the dark color. If you don't have a marker, use the brush, but do it slowly. All you need is actually to do this and make the bottom part a little bit darker, a bit thicker, and you have a lamp. Okay, I'm just cheating. You can actually use a brush. Brush also can, but I am just speeding up the process for you. All right, there you go. So you have shape this here. All right, and the lamp is actually quite simple. It's actually just a small box here. All you need is something like this. And you got a lamp. See? You can add some color if you like. It can be orangey. Let me just add some color for the lamp. Yeah, this is for the lamp. So it's not exactly all white. Okay, so you got. Okay. I will add highlights of this. So you have a lamp, and it's got maybe some blue reflections on the. Can't see, right? Okay, it's actually just purplish blue. Let me just add some highlights here. It's all a matter of highlights actually. I'm going to make this stand out a lot more. Now the lamp stands up. And I'll try and share the video with you maybe tomorrow. Okay? So that you can rewind. I know I'm speeding up at the moment because this piece has got a lot of detail. Okay, I do this. Get some highlights. Yeah. And you got a very nice lamp on the right, on the left. So these are the detail stuff, yeah. Okay, so you got a lamp. All right, now I got time. This part is a little bit dry. Okay, so it's perfect right now. Remember, just now we were actually doing a lot of what do you call that? Just rough up the shape. Now, there's something else you can do. If you have this one is just this is something I use, yeah, because I don't use black, so sometimes I use this. Yeah. But if you have black, I'm sure you have black. You can actually draw it with the brush. You see, I'm just basically doing very, very simple shapes. Yeah? Trees are actually like that. You don't extend too much. You can use black if you have. Otherwise, we just have to make use of purple, okay, or marker or whatever. Sometimes we get whatever we have. So I'm actually creating you can do things like this with a brush. Let me show you. Yeah, but because you don't have black, of course if you have black, that'll be very nice. You can actually use I use very little black, but it's for times like this. Yeah, so you can either use a marker, yeah, or you can use this black. This is black, yeah, black. I only use black for times like this when it's just a little bit of highlights, a little bit of definition, and there you go. only this much. I don't use a lot. So basically, like, okay, I just want to have branches. I can actually do same thing, same effect. Just remember when you're doing trees, yeah. Okay, I can make it thicker. Okay. When you're doing trees, try to remember you start off thick, and then as you go towards the edge, yeah, it becomes thinner. Okay. So this one is just to serve as a more definition. And black comes in very useful when you want to define things. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit black. So you notice I don't use a lot of black. This is about it. So sometimes I use it with water. Sometimes I want to use it with for detail. For instance, I just show you what else I can do with the black. Okay, tree is one of it. Okay, I'm just doing trees quickly for you. There you go. So the trees can be quite thick as you go towards the ground. And the outline pen, I'm just showing you how to cheat if you want to cheat. Cheat means to do things more efficiently. That's all. Okay, here you go. Let me just show you what happens when you add in black. Yeah. Okay, like for instance, the like areas like this. Yeah. You can actually make it a lot more defined. Yeah. But I could add a bit water, otherwise I can't get it here. You know, let me just show you. You see here, it looks very strong, very dark. What I can do, I can actually go in. You don't have to do for the whole thing. You just do places like this. Yeah. Sometimes, but this is a part that takes a lot of time. See? Okay. You realize I've already made a lot of purple, yeah, but now I'm just enhancing your contrast. So just now the lines are not very clear, so I'm just adding black, yeah, to certain areas so that you can actually have more definition. See? You don't have to fill up the whole thing. You just so that it looks a bit darker. See? I'm just adding in. There you go. See? You can immediately see the difference, yeah? Okay? But like I said, black is always the last bit. I don't always use it, not always. Sometimes when I want to get definition, I just add. So it's detailing. So the moment I add, okay, but like I say, the moment you add black, you spend a lot of time touching up. So I'm going to leave this whole area. I'm going to add more interest to your tree. So just now the colors look very dark, yeah, purplish and all that. But the moment you put black, you can see it can be a lot darker for definition. So your tree always starts off with thick, then it goes towards the branches, gets thinner. That's basically what we do. And of course, to make the branches thinner, you need a little bit of water. Okay, I'm just making it a bit more clear here. So you have, oh, look at the tree coming up. I can make make it more defined here. Right. I know you must have must think this is actually actually quite complicated, huh? But still it can be done. I mean, it's just a level of detailing, that's all. So you basically, what I've shown you so far is just getting the broad strokes in, and the rest of it is just detailing, that's all. But detailing is what takes time. That's what I always say. So what I've actually shown you is that you can actually do this whole thing quite quickly, like keeping it simple. I can spend another 3 or 4 hours just doing the detailing. Yeah, but for now, I think we're gonna try and just capture what we can. So you got leaves, all right, and let me just show you what happens. Okay, now I got all the basic colors. The dark colors are there. I show you what happens when I put in highlights. The trees do not have highlights yet. Yeah, I just want to point out to you. But you take a look at the difference when I add in a little bit of black. See, you don't see it clearly here, but the moment I add black here, but you don't add to everything. It's only around these areas that you need a little bit of black. That's all. Okay, now let me just show you. You already got your dark colors. Okay, now you have earlier on you have purple. That purple, that means basically I mix blue with red. I'm gonna try, and before I do pink, pink is the last one. Pink, I'm gonna add white to the red. But for now, I'm gonna use your red as a highlight. Okay, and here you can afford to paint very, very bright, very, very. You can use directly from the bottle, but try and keep your highlights, yeah, on top. Let's say, okay, I'm gonna put right on top. The moment I put this, you can see that your red, yeah, comes out. Take a look at this. I'm gonna add a bit of this is what we call spring colors are coming out. Take a look, see? Take a look, yeah. And basically, see what happens. And I can overlap the branches, yeah, by the way. Yeah, it doesn't have to avoid the branches because the leaves are outside, the branches are inside, so you can actually have all this overlap. Okay, see what happens when I put in highlights. See, this is I always call this the magical moment, yeah. When highlights bring out your trees, okay. Just now it looks quite dark, okay, but the moment you add in this, take a look. So it also helps to understand sometimes the forms, the shapes, how things behave, and like when you're painting trees, remember the leaves are the ones that are always in front. The branches are always in the background. So that's what when you paint over the branches is perfectly normal. We just look, you overlap the branches there because these are the it could be leaves, it could be flowers, yeah, you know, and they are always in the foreground. Take a look at this. What happens when I add in? I always keep it top right hand corner. I'm assuming that there's a light coming in from the right hand side. Yeah. Take a look. Lighting plays a very important role. See, sometimes your painting comes to life because highlights are what causes things to pop out. So I keep the dark colors at the bottom. See? Okay, see? And of course, if you have time, it will be very nice if you can highlight the even the trunk and the branches. Yeah, you can highlight. Yeah. All right. But I just wanted to take you to this. I know you're gonna have to rerun. You're gonna have to replay this. Yeah, but it's fun actually. Take a look. Today we are a little bit on the fast track because this is a complex scene. I hope I've actually kept it simple enough so that it's a bit fun. The only thing that is lacking today is actually time. Okay, now I've added one layer of red over the dark purplish flowers. Okay, let me just show you what happens next. I can add in other colors, yeah, because it's only red over the dark colors. Take a look at this. What happens when I add yellow to the red? It becomes orange. Yellow helps to lighten the colors a little bit. Okay, and we just play with the colors and see. Take a look. This could be flowers. We haven't even touched pink yet, yeah. Let me just show you what happens when I add pink. So I'm actually adding very thick paint here, so that they will be floating on the. Yeah, you can actually go like that. Okay. Basically, it's just playing with colors right now. So you have bluish background, you have purplish background, and then you have a red on top of that. So now you're getting yellow. And like I said, we haven't even touched pink yet, yeah. And today, because we are only using red, the way to get pink is basically just add more white. That's all. Okay, I'm just gonna make this a riot of colors. There's actually another level of the Eiffel Tower here you can add. Okay, but for now, I'm just going to concentrate on this. Don't worry, I'm going to upload the video so that if you want to rewind, you can fast forward, whatever. Anything that you miss out, okay, I will also maybe even later, I may want to add in a bit more detail, so I will add that video in as well. But it's actually a very, very fascinating approach to painting. Look at the colors. See, add more detail. This one also adds more depth when I add in colors here. Okay. So we have a lot of colors. Okay. And the look at that. Okay. Now I have this layer of red and orange and all that. Watch what happens when you have red. Okay, mixed with white. Okay, it becomes pink. Hold on. This is the fun part. Yeah? We don't have pink in our palette at the moment. You can actually buy pink if you want, but for now, let's see what happens. Okay. Let's stand up. So because of the lighting, the pink isn't coming out very clear. I'll try and get a nice shot of this later. So the pink color can actually just float over this. Oh, by the way, your red, yeah, that you already have here is actually already mixed with a bit of yellow. The original, they call it the original red. They don't call it red, they call it magenta. Magenta is almost pink. Okay, I'm going to let it simmer a bit. Give me a minute, yeah. It's raining actually right now. By the way, for those of you, yeah, for those of you who wants to use pink, you can actually always buy this. This pink. This is really pink. Okay. It's something optional. Okay, but let me just show you what happens when I use pink. So all these are actually the red is already mixed with yellow. So this is the original magenta. Take a look at this. Magenta is, you compare this with this. See, it's a bit purplish. This is red. Let me just show you what the pink is like compared to. All right, see? Okay, I'm gonna mix this with in fact, let me just mix this with white. You can see what happens. Okay, use a riot of color. But on camera, it doesn't come out very well. It's you can play this. Like I said, we're just gonna have fun with the colors. Okay. But bearing in mind, what we are doing is we are basically just adding in highlights, yeah. And at the moment, your pink doesn't show up very well on camera. Okay. I'm trying to keep the bright areas to the top right hand corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's actually quite fun. I have to add more white to it so that it comes up. But on camera, when I add too much white, it comes across as white. You can always experiment with this. Look very, very, very white. So we're just having fun with the colors. And this one can serve. So sometimes I just mix with the red. That's, so I'm going to add a bit more pink here. So the one way you're going to improve on the painting is basically by adding details, which you're going to do later. For now, you got all the fundamentals, the basics are all there, and this is how we get it. So I'm using a lot. You gotta highlight the color. So I try and keep the pink towards the top. So you basically, what you're looking at here is actually a series of colors. And of course, now that I've got most of it done, all right, I'm going to come in here with a little bit more detailing. Let's see. All right. Okay. You look at, for instance, this one. Yeah, I can actually go in with a little bit more detail later. Slowly at leisure, you can make it brighter. More yellow. You can add colors, more highlights. Well, this is a metallic kind of surface, so sometimes it catches the light. You don't have to do every single surface. So sometimes it's just a suggestion of a glint of the sun. The sun captures the light from this angle. You get that. Okay, I was telling you about the middle line. there's actually a middle line here if you care to do it, yeah. There you go. Okay, the moment you do that, see what happens? I'm just going to draw the middle line and see what happens. These are just girdles, steel girdles. So if you have this middle line, this is where the detailing comes. Okay. So the definition page, okay. That's why I say if you start detailing, the million of things you can do here. Okay. And let me tell you what happens when you do that. It becomes subdivision again. So you can have a thinner line now. This line itself is thin, so these are actually small thinner lines. So you can actually continue subdividing. See? I mean, it doesn't have to be 100% clear, but basically what happens is when you draw diagonally across and you cross it, so you need to add one more line. So it becomes more and more detailed. Yeah. So like I say, a lot of it is blocked, so you don't really need to attend to that. So your drawing becomes more detailed. All right, see, I can add more highlights here. And there's something else that you can add, but this at your own discretion, yeah. This whole thing here is facing the viewer. Now there's another side to your Eiffel Tower. That's here, this side. You see this? Okay. I'm just going to show you. You don't have to do it if you feel uncomfortable, but basically this one has got a little bit of perspective here. So I'm going to just highlight it. Okay, 1, 2. It is slanting, yeah. It's not straight at all, yeah. This part. So it's not very visible, but if you are into detailing, this is what will happen. It's slanting. This part is slanting because of the perspective. Here you go. So of course, if you like, you can slowly add more detail. But you can spend the whole weekend just doing this, yeah. I'm going to divide this. So these are just suggestions that this is not a flat piece of flat wall. This is actually also girdles, steel girdles. That's why when they built the Eiffel Tower, they actually had to get supplies of all these things. I tell you, it's crazy. Okay, I'm just going to just subdivide, but you notice I'm actually slanting the strokes a bit, yeah. So it's not exactly parallel to the sides. These are all perspective in play here. Not very clear, yeah, because it's at the side. Okay. So of course, you can add one more line. It's not easy to do. Okay, not very clear. But it's okay, this part doesn't have to be clear. See, okay, earlier on, I was just talking about this part. I'm just in one moment. I'm just going to clear out this little mess. The bottom of the floor. I mean, this is detailing. If you care to do detailing. Just suggestions that there's something there. All right. This part is already dried, hopefully. I'm just going to highlight it even more with maybe a little bit of red. So it's not exactly very clear, but I think it's good to have it. Okay, I'm just going to. For those of you who are struggling a little bit, just bear in mind this is actually quite complex. But I mean, the challenge is to if you can get the overall feel without the detailing, that would have been something of an accomplishment. Yeah. So basically, it's something that I've actually made a lot more simple. I cut short a lot of processes, but like I said, if you want detail, you have to put in time. At the moment, we don't have the luxury of time. So I myself draw in the diagonals, just so that you can see that these are the process that you need to do. Okay, just suggestions. Okay, so we got this. Let me just add a bit more. We sometimes it's inevitable. Sometimes when I work on things like this, the tendency is sometimes we get carried away, and we like to add details. That's the fun part about painting. You get so involved, you're gonna enjoy the detailing. Okay, so we have something very colorful. There's one more layer I think I want to add. Yeah, hang on. Yeah. Just one more layer. Okay. Let me just add a bit here. Okay, I'm just gonna add something here. Dark color. Okay. There's one more level here. I was talking about earlier, which we cannot see clearly because of the. Okay, I'm making it a little bit lighter than the background because it's the other side of the Eiffel Tower. Okay, I got this. Okay. All right. So we have an additional dimension. It's nice. I mean, when you do things like this, sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes you want to add things, and it's a challenge on its own. See, we add details, and when I was talking about the black, just let me just add a little bit more here. Like I said, when you add things like detail, then you want to add in more dashes of black so that the structure stands out. Let me just add a bit. See, look at that. Look at that. See? I mean, it's basically just to enhance the. I think the word I'm struggling with is contrast. Yeah, contrast. So I'm just suggesting that okay, there's a bit of things happening here that needs a bit more contrast, so I add. So it's not exactly exact, you know. I'm just putting in rough suggestions that there's a deeper something deeper behind. There's a little darker. These are the times when you start looking at the details. That's when you notice things like this. Just early on, without adding the black, you don't realize that your dark color is not black. The dark color is just dark color. This just give it a bit more, just enhancing the dark colors. See? So that you get a sense of that. See? Take a look at this. There you go. See? Now we're just making it. See? So it's so easy to get carried away. I tell you, there's so many things that you want to add. If you leave it up to me, I'll be here until 4 o'clock. You know, but okay, I know you want to go and eat your lunch or whatever, but they take a look at this, see? Just a little bit enhances the shapes, yeah. So just like I said, those are basic shapes, yeah. You can see I'm actually this and this is almost similar except that I added more lines. Okay. So just so that you know what happened. We'll run through the video again later. Once I get it edited, that'll be nice. I'm also trying to enhance the 3D here. Just making the contrast a little more. It doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, you're trying to get the gist of that scene, and like I said, you're not making a replica, so it's okay. So there's actually a lot of narrations. It doesn't have to be one single color. And by the way, I'm using quite a fair bit of water with the black, so that sometimes I can have a gray color, you know, without having to mix white. I'm getting gray. And of course, if you care to, you can actually add in highlights to your 3 branches. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Okay, once you already have the black, and you want to highlight, even the dark color like this, yeah, can look like a highlight. Okay, so your highlights can be, take a look what happens when I add things like this. Hard to tell at the moment. Take a look at this. So I can see highlights on the 3. Like I say, I am assuming that a light highlight is, the sun is coming from the right hand side. I'm just going to add things like this. P. So you need to make your lines thin, and maybe it's not coming up too well. Let me just see. Add in a bit more white. Okay, it doesn't come out so well, so I'm going to add in a bit of white. Okay, you notice it's actually on the right hand side of your screen, so you have a nice highlight. Okay, so that your 3 stands out against the background. Okay. Yeah. See, all of you are still awake. I hope. No sound. No wonder I'm not hearing nothing. My earplug is off. Ha ha. Okay. I hope all of you are still around. Let me see. Oh, all of you are still here. No wonder I was talking to myself because I didn't realize my earplug has fallen off. See? Sorry. Okay. So we have So like I said, there's lots of details that you can be adding. Yeah, and all it takes is time. Okay, now let's run through. Yeah, I want to see what you guys have done. Yeah, just curious. Yeah, Lynette, can you show me? Whoa, wow, Che, look at that. Yeah, see, and the young girl. Oh, very nice. I think the next time you must give her a canvas lah, or give her a box.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, because I think she's done a pretty good job using what, just color pencil
And marker, I think.
and marker. Okay, that's good, very good. But I see you got a lot of detail on your tower. You know, so it's just a matter of more detailing right now and maybe getting the shadows right and the highlights on your tree. Okay.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, let me see. Siapa next? Angie, you want to show your work now? Angie not listening to me. Come on, wait. Okay, who wants to show first? Fazila, you look like you're ready. Not ready. Wow. Who is ready to show? Yuna, you want to show me, Yuna? Come, Yuna. Yuna, show me. Show. Hey, camera is here. Wrong side. You're not showing your artwork, you're showing your face. Come, show your artwork. Okay, I can see your tower there. Okay, you want to hide. Okay. You're showing behind. Okay. Oh, then very nice already. What now? More detailing only. You need to sit through the video. Okay. Thank you. Let me see. Yuna. Angie, you want to show her? Angie. Come. Don't be shy. Show. Wow. There. Very good. Now it's only detailing. So tonight you're going to sit at home until midnight, right? Huh? Okay. Let me see now. Siapa? Faru.
Oh, I've got a lot more to do.
Yeah, I know. Never mind. That's the idea.
tower,
You're gonna get a
everything.
visual. I'm gonna send the link to the video to your daughter tomorrow. So
Okay.
take a break after this, yeah.
So
And you
this-
are doing pretty good. Okay, now it's more detailing only. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If you can share that painting in the group chat, that would be good.
Okay.
All right. Let me see. Lawrence. Come. See. Whoa, wow. Okay. Yeah, you're doing pretty good. You share the picture on the Facebook. I'm gonna show you your arch at the bottom of your Eiffel Tower needs to curve a bit more. Your arch, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I want to show you my arch also. Something is wrong.
Yeah. Where?
What can I do?
The same thing. You need to have your base of your tower a little bit too thin. On
Thinner.
the left hand side, left hand side is supposed to, as you go towards the bottom, it's supposed to be broader.
Supposed to be?
Broader, wider.
Oh, okay.
You take a picture of that, put it on the Facebook group.
Okay.
Okay. Fazila. Well, today like runaway train, because it's a complex. I say, Fazila, you got everything done already lah, except the on the left side of your tower only. So it's actually more detail, and I think it's more detail. That's all. You need more detail, but you got all the basics all done already, you know, Fazila. Huh? You're doing pretty good. Yeah. I forget my earplug lah. No wonder so quiet. Okay, Chin Han.
Yeah, none. Yeah. You see?
Oh, there you've done a pretty good job here. Okay. Only thing, as I said, more detailing. Okay, and
Yeah.
your left hand side of your tower a bit too contrast.
The
Left-hand
left-hand
side of
side.
your tower, a bit too contrast. Maybe shouldn't add too much black on the left.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Okay.
one that face the viewer is okay, but the one that is facing away from the viewer, I think you can have it lighter.
Lighter.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Okay, and Patsy Kwan, are you still there? Patsy Kwan. How come I cannot see? I cannot do any.
Mine,
Patsy.
uh,
Okay. Take a look.
I'm not
Okay.
finished yet.
Yeah, I know. I think you got lost on the what do you call those metal? All the metal.
Yeah, because I changed my color of the tower.
Okay, it's dark color is still okay
So,
lah.
which
Yeah,
is why for the lines, I'm going to do it very slowly.
yeah, do it slowly.
Really.
So I think the video I've recorded should be quite helpful lah. But it takes a while to get it done because when you're doing all the lines, you got to be a bit slow.
Correct.
But
So,
give me.
because my hand is shaking.
Yeah. Don't panic. Okay. By tomorrow night, I should have the video out for you guys. Yeah.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah lah. Take a break lah. It's very tough day today.
Yes.
I miss out anybody or not? Everybody is here. I think I hope you enjoyed yourself. Sometimes you may not get exactly what you wanted, but like I said, we are all on a learning experience. We are picking up things as we go. Yeah. So I will.
Stan?
Yep.
Stan, sorry,
Yep.
Chin Han here.
Yes.
I just want to clarify when you say the left side of my tower, you mean to lighten it, is it?
The left side of the tower. I mean this one. Yeah. You
I
see,
can't see anything now.
this is facing this is facing the front. This A. Yeah. The
Ah.
left side of the tower is this part. This
So
part.
it should be lighter.
Oh, why am I
Lighter.
This part.
Yeah.
On the
So
left.
mine should be lighter.
Why
Is it?
lines
Yes.
are-
Don't try not to put too much dark color there.
Okay. All right.
Dark colors. So because
Okay.
it's away from the
Check out the
viewer,
way.
yeah.
Okay. So it should be lighter. Okay. Thanks, Stan.
Okay.
Thanks.
So I will share with you the video. I may add in things later. Yeah. Okay. Thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stan. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thanks, Stan. Thanks. Bye.
Hey, what's the name of the young girl?
Zaya.
Zaya. I hope you can paint with your mother the next time. Yeah. Lynette, don't forget, get her maybe a carton box and let her paint. It'll be very nice experience.
Okay. She loves
Oh, it's
painting.
much better. Let
Okay.
her paint. You mess up a bit. Don't mess the wall only. That's all. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Bye bye, guys. See you there. Bye bye.
Bye.
Papa, have a nice day.